Thank you to Artlist for sponsoring this video and continuing to support my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can make your trailer sound professional using sound design. We're going to focus on a few key sound effects used in trailers like The Dark Knight, Blade Runner 2049, Inception and Transformers. For this trailer example, I'm using stock footage from Artgrid and all sound effects and music is from Artlist. Now let's dive into the timeline. To keep a consistent rhythm throughout the trailer, I put a metronome down at the bottom. And you can see that the images are following that rhythm. And that is going to be easier for your trailer to have a natural flow. It's almost like you have a music track, but it's actually made up by sound design and sound effects. The first sound that we're going to add is an impact. You can see that it captivates the audience immediately. You want to use impact if you want to state something important in the trailer. Let's jump over here where I have another impact. You have this shot of the planet, which is another place that you would use impact because you want to tell that story and you want to draw the audience again really deep into the trailer. That shot is important. You have many different kinds of impact sounds. Here we have another one. And I've also used one in the end over here. So it states something important in your trailer. Don't use them all the time because then it's going to be a little bit over the top. It's similar to an impact, but it's got even more melody in it. And it's got like a synthesizer vibe as well. And this sound is used all the time in those movies that I said in the beginning. The composer Hans Zimmer is using it all the time in his music. As an impact might not have melody or a tone to it, a BRAAM has some kind of tone. And you want to use the same tone throughout the trailer. If we combine the impact from the first shot and the BRAAM coming up, it's the same tone. It's a kind of a riser, also very popular in trailers. You build up the scene, you know that something is coming. Let's have a listen to that scene with all the sounds. So with that stutter, it builds up to the impact coming later. Stutter plus impact works perfectly well together. And also in this case, it's almost like a time-lapse sound effect as well, because you can see that shots used in this specific moment is time-lapse. I have also used stutter in this part of the trailer. And in this specific example, I have edited the video in accordance to the stutter, because a stutter is basically, as you can see down here, it's a rhythmic sound. So editing the trailer to that stutter effect is going to have a very cool impact on the audience. Let's have a listen. One of the most common sound effects to use in trailers is the classical whoosh. There are many different kinds. Let's have a listen to the one I have used in this trailer. It's building up to the next scene coming. The difference between a stutter, for example, and a whoosh is that whoosh is usually just so the riser is almost self-explanatory. It starts out softly and keeps on rising, but it can also be like in this example. And that riser ends up with a small impact as well. Another kind of riser can be something like this, which has a more melodic tone to it. You start off at a specific tone and it keeps on changing. It's a little bit scary sounding if there's a tone to it, but very effectful in trailers. You want to use a riser a little bit into the trailer as you are building up the trailer almost to a maximum. Something is going to happen after a riser. You want to use a drone or a wind effect. If you have shot something, it might be without sound, or even if you have the original audio for the trailer, you might actually want to use a pre-recorded sound to draw the audience into the moods that you are trying to recreate. I'm using wind a lot. You can hear it sounds like we are there in London, inside the cave. Before we listen to the trailer with all the sound effects and music, let's also have a quick listen to the general sounds that I have used here. And the yellow track at the bottom is the music. Let's have a listen to the whole trailer. The text effects that I used in this trailer is something that I threw together quickly in After Effects, maybe for another tutorial. So to find the same sound effects that I have used throughout this trailer, I have used, as I said, Artlist. You go to Sound Effects. Let's write in, for example, BRAAM. I honestly think that they are very cool. If you want to try out Artlist or Artlist sound effects, you do have an option of having a trial mode. If you want to use the same sounds that I have and you want to sign up for Artlist and Artlist sound effects, use the link below where you're going to get 2 months for free. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Today I was wearing a cap from Artlist.